Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. I hope that all is well. If you're new here, I am LeeApocrypha and it is a pleasure to meet you. If you're returning, welcome back, soul family. I love you guys. Thanks. Alright, so today is going to be a reading. I'm doing my best to stay like energetic and like positive despite like certain circumstances that are going on. But I hope that everyone is doing well. I hope that despite all of the changes that are among us, I hope that you are seeing the bigger picture and doing what you can to embrace the new changes and work through those challenges that are going on currently. So I'll actually go ahead and show you guys my outfit because I know some of you like seeing that, and I really have been interested in posting more fashion content, so stay tuned if you're interested in that. But this is my coordinate today. I have a like little half bonnet, my blouse. The JSK is from Bodyline. I altered it, but I'll mention that in a future wardrobe video. And then I just have like frilly socks. If you guys know where to get more of those, please let me know. But I will go ahead and start with some singing bowl. Go ahead and relax, breathe, focus on your intentions. Open your mind. Okay. So today I will be, so far I have 2 decks out that wanted to be used, perhaps 3, but we'll see how far we get in today's reading. Thank you guys again so much for being here. I really do appreciate you guys taking the time out of your busy day to watch my videos. If you like it, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, all that jazz. But let's get into it. I heard darkness. I heard turn it, so I turned the deck and then I heard darkness. So what I'm thinking is there may be something coming about within the winter season. If you're watching this at the time that it is posted, it is October, so I'm getting the feeling of like when the sun goes down sooner. There may be something going on right now around this time, or something significant that will happen sometime from now until the end of the year, especially if you live in an area that is in the winter season right now. Speaking of darkness, I'm getting there may be things that you need to face in order to have a new beginning. I'm going to pull this one. The Shaman. Definitely. Okay, so in this deck, the Shaman is the Magician card. So So I'm definitely getting whatever it is that you have been inquiring about, or the energy that you have been trying to embody. This is saying to continue towards that path. And I was just about to say to strive towards that, but I see the Chariot in reverse. Okay, so what I'm feeling here is you may have been wanting to plan ahead towards something that you're trying to create, to manifest, but there may be challenges right now that are kind of keeping you feeling stuck. But I feel like for some of you, you're still doing your best to push through these challenges, and you're trying to find balance even though people, places, and things around you seem like they're really out of balance. Continue to push forward and realize your power. Remember your power. We have the Fool in reverse. There were multiple cards that came out. So we have the Fool in reverse. I'm seeing some of you are afraid to take a leap of faith, afraid to try something new, afraid to move forward or move on, or to again, like I'm getting feeling challenged in facing certain situations that are among you. Queen of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Two of Swords upright, and the Empress in reverse. Underneath the deck we have the Page of Wands in reverse, and then the Three of Wands under that. Okay, I'm going to move this deck. I feel like for some of you, you may have been trying to open up to help others around you, to be more gentle and more mindful of how you come off to others. You're being more reflective at this time upon your actions, upon your possessions, your work life, your finances, your home life. But perhaps things at home have been very difficult. Perhaps there's a lot of financial instability right now, a lot of insecurities or fears coming forward, especially within finances or material possessions or different things like that. Maybe there's something here about the home that needs to be repaired, or there's something here about people I was going to say people moving on, moving forward, moving. It's like you have to make a decision right now to remove the blindfold and to see things more clearly for the possibilities that are among you. Things may be very, very difficult at this time, very stressful. You may have been feeling very emotional and afraid to move forward and progress in life, or to take that first step, or to apply at the job, or to post your first video, or whatever the case is. With the Empress in reverse, I'm getting this sense of here that it's like it's interesting because we have the Queen of Pentacles before those four cards, the first card, and then the Empress in reverse as the last card here. So I kind of feel like this is saying for somebody in particular, or for a group of you, that maybe you have been trying to open up and give to somebody and they have not reciprocated, and you're kind of feeling very guarded and closed off in terms of being a provider, in the sense of emotional support, communication, love, patience and different things like that. With this rabbit here that kind of has its head in its hands or in its paws, I'm seeing with this that you may be, well, I mentioned this earlier, you may be reluctant to see the light of a situation, to see how these seeds can grow. And with the Fool in reverse, I'm getting the sense of a lot of fear, or perhaps like a self-sabotage type of thoughts and mentality. Perhaps you are living in a situation where you feel misunderstood, or you feel like you are not receiving the same amount of love, compassion, effort, or whatever the case is, as like other people around you. You may be feeling like you're putting in more of the work, and you're at a point where you're exhausted and you're kind of tired of it. You may have been feeling very isolated, or confused, or in some kind of delusion or denial about a certain circumstance in your life, or a certain choice that you have to make, or you may be confused as to how to move forward in a certain situation. Perhaps this may be in regards to a career, a business that you have, some kind of art project, some kind of fixing upping of something like a car, a house, an RV. Oh. After these cards under the deck, we have the Death card, and it's interesting, after that we have the Eight of Swords in reverse, which the Eight of Swords is exactly in regards to what I was talking about here when I mentioned that this may be some self-sabotage type of energy. And I did kind of see that card in my head. That energy did come through. So Page of Wands in reverse. I feel like some of you want to try something new but are too afraid to give it a go. Maybe it's a different art medium, maybe it's a different type of music, maybe it's a different fashion style, maybe it's just acting different. Like, you may have realized, man, you know what, when I act in this way, or I say these things, or I hang out with these people, or whatever the case is, it doesn't really feel like me anymore. It doesn't feel like in alignment with who I really am right now and who I am striving to become. There's like a salamander coiled around this dragon's arm. So with that, I'm kind of seeing like an Ouroboros type of energy of cyclical thinking, or stuck patterns. There is obviously a lot of fire energy here with this fire dragon and the salamander as well. Maybe you're a fire sign, or you're dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I feel like during this time, be careful with how you speak, that you don't burn certain bridges that you are trying not to burn. In this time, if you have been feeling very down or very emotional, don't forget, whether you have or you haven't, that other people have been feeling that same way. So be kind of mindful with how you come off to others during this time, or from now until the rest of the year. There are a lot of people going through some difficult situations and feeling very triggered. or perhaps your energy just naturally triggers people. But what I'm seeing here with the Three of Wands is a need to decide, also kind of being close to the Two of Swords here, needing to decide what it is that you're going to do, how you're going to do it. If you have started a business, what are you going to do? What are you going to sell? Where are you going to go? Focusing on the next step of your relationship, of your business, of partnerships, of your creative pursuits. This is planning ahead and moving forward towards new possibilities and being open towards them. But with the Death card here, it's saying that it's going to be a difficult journey. Don't forget that every end is a new beginning if you choose it to be. Perhaps you have been wanting to do some shadow work, or this may be time for you to do some shadow work. Really delving deeper into understanding why you are the way you are, why you do what you do, why you're interested in what you're interested in, and whatever the case is. There's a crown on the floor in front of this dog, a skeleton. And what I'm seeing with that is that you may have been having entities that are trying to communicate with you through your crown chakra, give you some downloads, but you may have been blocked. So if you have been wanting to do Reiki, to practice Reiki or go to a Reiki practitioner, then consider doing so. You may have a blockage within your higher chakras, and that may be also a part of what is keeping you from being able to decipher the messages that are coming through to you from your spirit guides, your angels, your demons, your ancestors, your gods, your goddesses, whatever. Some of you are in a deep despair type of mode right now, but I feel like you're getting out of it, especially seeing this Eight of Swords here in reverse after the Death card. Again, every end is a new beginning if you so choose it to be. This dragon is strong, and in this card, it's not blindfolded. You could see its eye right there. It's not blindfolded, it could see. It only has swords in front of it, and it's lightly bound by vines. The dragon is so strong it could just easily break through the vines, walk backwards, and fly away. These swords don't have to keep the dragon stuck. And it's very interesting because in this depiction, in this deck, the Eight of Swords, it's like each one, I see it in pairs, like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's there's 4 pairs here. And it really does correlate to me for the Two of Swords energy here that we had came out earlier, and it's like it's the same dragon. It's saying, are you going to choose to continue to be stuck, or are you going to choose to see the truth of a situation, to see what secrets lie behind your own walls? It's asking you to release what is blocking you, what is keeping you stagnant and stuck, in order for you to move forward and have a new beginning. With the Fool card here, I just saw this Master. This is number 15. This man, and I was just saying these barriers that you have. Did I just say barriers or blockage or letting down the walls? I mentioned something about walls or barriers, and this is the energy that I'm getting. You're going to have to open up. 5 and 1 makes 6, and then we have number 2 coming together, which is the Two of Cups in this deck. So there may be something in regards to relationship here for some of you. Some of you may be kind of hiding how you really feel about a situation. Some of you may be afraid to move forward But it is saying, like, to realize again what it is that you really want. If you're planning for your future and you're thinking ahead of your future, not to the point where it stresses you out, but to the point where you're able to make decisions that are going to bring you into alignment with that future. Focus on that. Don't focus on the past. Don't focus on what hasn't worked. Focus on what it is that you need to do to move forward. Throat chakra, interesting. You may need to communicate certain things. We have number 5. Number 5 is the number of change. So remember earlier how I said be aware of how you're speaking to others. Some of you may be speaking to others in a way that will trigger them, and in the end that's not your problem really, but it's just saying be aware, because it might kind of create an instability or create some kind of blockage between you and somebody else and kind of like burn a bridge. I'm seeing be aware of your communication style. And be sure that you are communicating with love and that you're speaking true to your heart, but mindful of who it is that you're talking about, or who it is you're talking to and how you're talking to them, because not everyone can handle the truth in a blunt way. And if this is in regards to you communicating, look, I see moving on. This is about, oh, we see 8. Interesting. Remember earlier how I mentioned Ouroboros energy? This is definitely coming out again here with this 88. That may be a significant number to you. Perhaps you want to look it up. This is about cycles. Let's see what this other 8 card is. Dedicated effort. No way. I had a fucking feeling, you guys. I had a fucking feeling. Something told me pull those cards down, and I was gonna try to see this red one, and I had this feeling maybe it's gonna be another 8. Look at this shit. 888. That is awesome. That may be significant to some of you, but yeah, this is about moving forward and progressing in your life and not looking back. Like, there's nothing wrong with seeing and viewing the past or the energies. There's nothing wrong, but here's another 8. You guys, this is crazy. So there's nothing wrong here about replaying memories in your mind in order to work past them and heal them. But if you're so hyper focused on the past in a way that you can't change the past and you're kind of beating yourself over it, you're wasting your time, your energy, and your resources. You could be doing something better with that time and energy, like creating what it is that you want, thinking ahead as to what you're gonna do, like strategizing. This is the Strength card. Follow your heart and you will not be led astray, but you have to view certain things from different perspectives. Spread your wings and fly, and do things with love. Okay, let me see if a card will come out. Do you want me to use you already? We have strengthening bonds here. So again, if this is something about a relationship for some of you, or a partnership, or some kind of work thing, then this is saying to continue on forward and teach each other. Continue forward and help each other. Number 5 is again about change and transformation. Be there for each other to help each other out through thick and thin and through challenges. Okay, so there were cards that fell, and then underneath the deck is the Fool card. The Fool card came out twice in this reading. So we have the Fool card in reverse and we have the Fool card Trust upright. So it's saying don't be afraid to trust yourself and move forward. So I was going to also mention earlier something about imbalances with like the root chakra, and it's interesting because we had these two cards fall in reverse. I haven't shuffled this deck for reversals yet, so I'm going to read them as reversed. So we have the base chakra. Again, this may signify that you have been struggling with finances and stability within your life. So this is saying to plan ahead, to do what you need to do, to save, to make tangible effort to create tangible results in changes in your life. So the Seek the Truth card, this is number 7. I'm going to read in reverse. So I feel like, actually, again, this matches perfectly with what we mentioned earlier. I feel like some of you are in denial about a certain situation in your life. This is saying to seek the truth within the matter, but again, like the Two of Swords or the Eight of Swords in reverse, it is about a choice. Choose your battles. Speaking of choices, oh, I got fucking chills. Look at this shit. Confront. Number 18, I got chills. I don't know if you can see them, but whew, damn, Spirit, you're coming on strong right now. I had a feeling. It is so beautiful. Thank you. So choose your battles. Choose wisely. Don't waste your time with people, places, and things that keep you stuck, including yourself. Be mindful of how you speak to yourself. Don't speak to yourself in a way that makes you feel like you're powerless. Speak to yourself in a way that you are able to come into alignment with who you truly are and what it is that you truly desire. Confront. I'm gonna just leave this here for a moment so you can reflect on this. This is very powerful. You need to confront your past. For some of you, this may be childhood traumas. This may be in regards to something that you've experienced a long time ago in your childhood. Again, there's this moon here getting a lot of like dark energy. And then the child shadow. Don't be afraid. You have to trust. Oh, interesting. We have blossom underneath that. Okay. So in order for you to move forward, you have to trust your path. And therefore, once you trust the path and you move forward, you will have new beginnings. You will have a better understanding of how to transmute negative energy around you. Again, I'm seeing decisions here, so if you've been wanting to practice more in your spiritual path, this is definitely a confirmation that is something that you need to really invest your time and energy into to help you learn to transmute negative energy that you have been feeling overwhelmed with in order to move forward and to have those new beginnings. So, the next deck that wants to be used is a pretty gruesome and dark deck itself, which is interesting now that I think about it, because the word dark came out earlier. And so this is the Restless Tarot. We have Sublimation as the first card. Underneath we have Pisces. Maybe some of you are Pisces. Maybe there's something here about Pisces energy. Interesting, because we have two fish. We have Ouroboros energy here as well. I'm seeing Leviathan energy for some of you. I'm seeing kind of like, who was it? Was it Moses that... Who split the ocean or whatever? I don't remember. I think it was... Okay, but I'm seeing here this kind of like split ocean energy. So I'm seeing like some of you may feel like you're kind of drowning in your certain certain circumstances that are going on in your life right now. but it's saying like to push forward, to know that you have the power within you to remove the obstacles, to move past them, to have like a road blocker, or I'm sorry, not road blocker, road unblocking, road opener. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. If you've been considering doing like a road opening spell, or to get a road opener oil or some kind of road opener product from somebody who you really support who does spiritual practices, definitely consider doing that, because it can help release certain perpetuations and cycles within your life. It will help you move forward past that. So with the sublimation card, I honestly don't remember what sublimation means. This is the card. I am getting this sense here again of this like childhood trauma, perhaps, or just something that happened to you some time ago, something that has been kind of haunting you. For some of you, this may be in regards to family trauma or family karma. Like perhaps some of the situations are going on in your life, you don't have an understanding as to why things are going on the way that they are, but it may be a result of your family karma. And this has nothing to do with you specifically. It's just kind of like this energy is catching up to you, because in this lifetime you may be the one in your family that needs to help, or that has the ability to recognize and to help heal a certain situation or certain ancestral patterns. Again, I'm getting cycles here, something about cycles. If you've been having issues with your menstruation, if you have a wound or something, look into what can be the problem. Look into that. There's something here with a hand. There's these 5 sperms coming out, and it looks like a hand, because you see like the 5 fingerprints. I'm seeing a hand, like a black hand. I'm thinking of like Elder Scrolls, black hand, like the Dark Brotherhood. Right? Is that what it's called? Man, it's been a while since I've played those stories. Oh, okay. This is going to be a very specific message for somebody or a couple people, but it's going to be very triggering. So trigger warning. But I feel like there may be something here about someone in your family that may have been wrongfully taken from you. It was not their time to go and someone took their life, perhaps. I just saw a car crash in my head. A gunshot. I'm getting some gruesome stuff. For somebody, there may have been what is it called? Not foul play. I heard murder, suicide. I'm getting for somebody very, very, very specific. There may have been a situation where somebody tried to make it seem like a suicide, but it was actually a murder. Perhaps some of you were raised in a situation where there was a dysfunctional home and your parents would yell at each other, or they didn't love each other, or perhaps there was some kind of like abuse or neglect. Sublimation. I heard sublime. If there's someone out there who really loves Sublime and who has a favorite Sublime song, really pay attention to the lyrics next time you hear it, or Google search the lyrics for that Sublime song. And really, if you want to delve deeper, look into the meaning behind it. That's very specific. With the sublimation card, I'm having this feeling of like imprinting. Sublimation. Again, I don't remember exactly what that means, but I think the context of it is pretty much something that is, what am I trying to say? Passed down or within. Withheld, or what's the word? Not incubated. Like I'm seeing like a pregnancy. I heard La Llorona. I feel like for someone very specific here, you have either been studying about her energy or connecting with her energy or feeling very emotional, or perhaps you feel like you have seen her in your past, or some kind of entity or energy that that has the same kind of vibe as La Llorona. I heard darkness again, and then I heard consumes. There's a Disturbed song that just came into my mind. What was it called? I don't remember. God damn it. I think it's one of their slower songs. It's not. What was it called? I think that in the lyrics there was something about like darkness turns to light or something. That's the energy that I'm getting here. Perhaps similar to Sublime, like if you have a favorite Disturbed song, look into the lyrics of that song. There may be a message there for you. I heard Sound of Silence, or I'm going to pull this Pisces card, and then I'm going to keep shuffling. I just see underneath really quick the Seven of Swords. So there may be a situation where within your past, something about lies or trauma. Again, I'm getting neglect. I'm getting, again, trigger warnings. Like somebody may have a family member that left them, or their family, like a parent or something. Okay, and when I picked it up, the Tower was the only card that stayed behind. Definitely a lot of like unbalanced, like crazy ass energy that's been going on. I heard turn it, turn it. So again, whatever crazy energy, okay, I got chaos magic. Whatever chaotic energy is going on in your life is there for a reason. No matter how much you hate it and how much you don't want it to happen, it's happening for you to acknowledge your power and how you may be naturally gifted in chaos magic for somebody. You may not realize it, but when you wish or you hope or you pray or you manifest change and transformation, lots of changes may come into your life, and you may be like, whoa, this is more than I begged for, like this is more than I asked for. But it's like saying here, recognize your power and be grateful for it, not afraid of it. Learn to transmute the chaos into new possibilities. Learn to transmute the chaos into what it is that you have been trying to create for yourself. So if there's a lot of negativity going on around you, a lot of negative circumstances, people, places, and things that have been moving forward, moving on, letting go, passing away, or whatever the case is, this is saying to, I'm not trying to downplay someone's passing, okay? That's not the case here. I'm just trying to say, like, try to understand things from a different picture as to, like, for example, okay, this card wanted to, Four of Cups in reverse. I'll get to this. So for example here, if there was a situation where you kind of felt stuck and something happened to where it has created a change where somebody passed, or they moved, or they quit, or they broke up with you, or whatever the case is, see this as a new beginning and see the beauty within it, because it has opened doors for you to try something new. But with the Four of Cups in reverse here, kind of proceeding what I was just mentioning, I feel like this is saying for you to remove yourself from those feelings of being stuck and alone. This hand is reminding me of the Black Hand, the hand that I saw earlier in my mind, from the Dark Brotherhood. This being here has like this skeletal face. I'm seeing a dragon here in this corner. Perhaps you work with dragons, perhaps you are on the draconic path, or you work with left-hand path. That is the left hand too. Yeah, I'm definitely getting left hand here. Maybe you're left-handed. I feel like that's for a few people. Ribs. I see the ribs on this being here. I think somebody here loves ribs, like eating them. But what I'm getting here, there may be a certain situation with a female. Maybe somebody broke their rib recently. I feel like this card is also saying, like, remove the disillusion. With the purple of this hand, I'm seeing third eye. And with the red, the yellow here with this kind of like fire light energy, I'm seeing like solar plexus. So perhaps you may have been needing to focus on working on those chakras as well. Or perhaps you have been too focused on those and not balancing the others. I heard North Star, North Node. There may be something in regards for some of you, look into your birth chart and pay attention to your north node. That may help you in regards to finding your purpose and what it is that you are meant to do here in this lifetime, and what it is that you really feel drawn to within your heart. If you've been feeling confused about your life path or about your career or your purpose in life, then look into your north node. There's here, again, with the wall, breaking barriers, letting go. I heard distraction. Some of you may be so distracted on building your walls that you don't see that there have been people, places, or things trying to come in and try to show you how much they care and they love you, but you push people away. Or perhaps you're so focused on what's in front of you that you don't realize there's no wall behind you. That might sound scary to some people. I am getting this kind of like darkness behind. We have revenge in reverse. But it was reversed. Okay. Speaking of this darkness behind you, I feel like you need to let go of these vengeful thoughts. If you have any grudges held on somebody, let it go. If you have been seeking revenge upon somebody, let it go. If you have been wishing ill will or death or anything like that within somebody or to somebody, I'm hearing like, let it go. It's keeping you in a state of being stuck where you're focusing on the negative and you're focusing on something that does not help you come into alignment with the possibilities of what you can have in front of you, because you choose to be closed-minded on a situation. Let's see. The Three of Stars. So this is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. I heard earthworm, silkworm, caterpillar. There is a need for changes and transformations. The Three of Stars, the Three of Pentacles in reverse is saying to release any animosity that you have towards people around you, whether it's family or it's coworkers or it's friends or people that you have lost contact with or friendship with because of certain past situations. Again, with the revenge in reverse, it's saying like, let it go. I heard Scorpio. And we did have the Death card earlier, so that makes sense. And again, a lot of change and transformation energy here. Sex, death, and rebirth energy. An ice cream truck is passing by playing La Cucaracha. Oh my god. Some kids' songs are so gruesome when you really think about it. But what I'm getting here is there may be some kind of pest, someone or something around you that you feel has been pestering you or kind of like taking from you. If you have pests in your home, consider getting a what's it called? Fumigation. Call pest control. Or there's something here if you've been feeling like a pesky energy around you, really work on releasing that energy and healing it, and kind of, if you're gonna create a block a barrier. Don't create the barrier from people that you love. Create the barrier from energies that are trying to harm you or keep you stuck and stagnant, or self-conscious, or upset and angry, or sad and depressed. I heard unfaithful. I heard unstable. I heard insecure again. It's time for change. Continue towards the changes that you have been making. If you have been trying to create changes in your life little by little and you've been feeling like up and down and all around about it, continue on. Continue forward. You are making effort, you are putting effort, and there are results, but because there's such small results, you're not seeing them and you think that you're not making any improvements. But people around you can feel the difference in your energy and how mature you have become, or how mature you are becoming. The open grave. I'll show that right now. And then we had a lot of cards. So I'm going to put these back. I'm going to pull this one, which is Judgment. And this one, which is the Queen of Cups. And underneath we have Will. Interesting, we have the Two of Pentacles as a part of that group that I put back. But we have Will in reverse. This is number 11. It has like all these earthworms. All these giant worms, and there's like a light here, a chair with a light. Again, I'm getting this darkness, this cavernous energy, this void energy. There's a lot of void energy here. Some of you are afraid to feel the void. Some of you have been trying to connect with dark energies or something, but there's still some blockages in why you haven't been able to connect, because you are still afraid of the void and afraid of really connecting to these darker aspects of yourself or within humanity. And that doesn't mean to do stupid bad things. It just means to understand yourself and others in a more open and non-judgmental way, so that you can learn lessons and move forward in your life. With this open grave energy, again, I'm getting a lot of void energy. I'm getting astral projection. For some of you, there's this being looking into this one area, sitting there. It's like in my mind's eye, like there's nothing there. But what I see there is a like creepy looking being in the shadows that's just forward enough to where you can kind of see like an outline of a face. Some of you have been struggling to sleep. There may be an energy trying to leech off of you in your sleep. This symbol here on this grave is also, I just noticed another one. This one is sticking out to me. You might not be able to see it. And there's another one back here. It's like a circle with like a half circle, like a line in between. And even though it's not like the circle with an X or something, I'm getting that there's a need to quit something. Quit bad habits and negative behaviors, because this is a specific message, trigger warning. Your bad habits and your negative attitudes can end you up in the grave, is what I'm getting for somebody very specific here. Okay, so Judgment, interesting. I never really noticed this about this card. Wow. Oh, that made me feel emotional. We did have the Magician card that came out earlier, the Shaman card. I just looked up and saw 55. Again, 5 is about change. 10 is like an end of a cycle. But what I'm getting, oh, look, it's Judgment 10:10. Interesting. But what I'm getting here with this is that you have the tools necessary. Saw 55:33, and 3 to me is the number of manifestation. You have the tools necessary for you to manifest, but instead of manifesting, you're breaking those tools. This being has a sword, a wand, a pentacle, and a chalice, and they have broken all of those elements. They have broken all of those things. Some of you, I feel, have been too materialistic. Some of you, I feel, have been too imbalanced, or not acknowledging universal balance, not acknowledging the need for balance within spirit, body, mind. What else? Emotions. Find balance within your spirit, your body, your mind, and your emotions, and it will help you move forward. This is saying release the all these energies, these beings around. I'm getting like this sorrowful, this like everything that you've done in your past that you have regretted, that you feel remorseful of, that you judge yourself over. Acknowledge you're not the same person and move forward from that. Learn from it. Just don't do it again. And there's also this message of not being two-faced. Okay. With this Queen of Cups, immediately when I pulled it back out, I heard shrooms. Some of you have gone on a shroom trip recently, or were planning to, or something, and something happened that you feel was a message that you need to decipher. This may be plant-based medicines, ayahuasca, cannabis, or just anything that has hallucinogenics. I feel some of you may have partaken too much and had some kind of trip, or something happened that brought into your awareness a certain event, or a trauma, or a memory, or a warning. Don't be afraid to decipher this. Whatever it is that needs to be fixed is not broken. It just needs to be repaired. Like for ourselves, for example, just because our alignments are out of whack or unbalanced doesn't mean that we're broken. It just means that we need to fine-tune ourselves. Okay. Whew. Alright, let's see. I forgot about this part of the deck. I might just go through this really fast. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Moon in reverse. That being is creepy. We have the Six of Pentacles. And we have the World in reverse. Okay. This is just a reiteration that I'm feeling here of what we have been talking about needing to make choices and decisions that are going to enhance your life, not keep you stuck or in the past. This is a need to face your fears and face your past, face your trauma, face your darkness, and befriend it. Be your own best friend to help yourself out through the worst. You're either your greatest ally or your greatest foe. In order for you to heal the past and not allow it to keep haunting you, you really need to face certain things that you have been not wanting to, that you've been neglecting. I heard Enderman. It just made me think of Minecraft. Six of Pentacles. Again, finding balance. This could be about love, releasing the cycles, but what I'm getting here is don't be arrogant. This is a very specific message because I feel like most people aren't very arrogant or anything, but I feel like for somebody out there, they're very holier than thou kind of mentality that they think just because they go to church or something that they're going to be saved. No. Doesn't matter how often you go to church, doesn't matter how often any of that. What matters is who you are as a person. That's what matters. Correct yourself, correct your behaviors, find balance and truth within yourself, and remove negative cycles in your life. Be your own ally. You don't need a middleman to connect to the divine, to connect to God or goddesses or angels or demons or ancestors or whatever. You just need you and focus. And offerings help too. So, for example, if it's an ancestor that really loved cinnamon, use cinnamon. If it is a being that loves garnet, use garnet. If it is a being that loves a certain food like peanut butter or something, use peanut butter. Whatever it is you're connecting with, know that you can connect directly yourself. You don't need a middleman, you don't need a high priest, you don't need a high priestess, you don't need a preacher, a bishop, a pastor. You don't need anybody but your damn self, and connect. That's it. But these entities, these beings, these ancestors would appreciate a little offering here and there, just to show that you are giving a little bit more effort in the energy when you're asking for something as well, especially when you're asking for something. We have a wand, intention. So interesting. I was just talking about asking for something from an entity. We have cave, retreat. This is reiterating this moon card about going within. So before I move to the wand card, let me talk about this world card. But again, this world card is talking about releasing cycles, moving forward, don't perpetuate. This is also about, I heard pregnancy, for somebody specific perhaps. For others of you, this is just in regards to you wanting to create something for yourself, whether this is in your job, your family life, your partnership, your relationship, your creative pursuits. You need to break vicious cycles in your life that are keeping you stuck from being able to move forward in that direction. So wand, intention, this is number 20. I'm seeing the 2. So this is reiterating kind of like something that I was mentioning here about when you're connecting to certain entities or spirits or whatever it is. Know what your intention is. Don't just go into it with like nothing to go off of. Go into it with some sort of intention, and be sure that your intentions are pure, because the energies that you work with are going to see past your bullshit. So there's no way you can lie to a being of another dimension, because they'll just see right through you. they're not limited to the physical realm, therefore they're not limited to the words that we speak. They read our energy, they read our aura, they read into our soul, and they know our purpose. So if you've been wanting to work with a wand, work with a wand. This could be in regards to you protecting yourself in your home and finding wisdom, clarity, and perspective into your situations. Clear quartz, you're trying to find clarity into those situations. Okay. And for the cave, again, it's saying go within to heal the past, and once you do that, it will be the end of a hibernation for you. But you have to get yourself unstuck, like the Eight of Swords in reverse. Excuse me. But that's a choice. I heard trauma, I heard alcoholic, I heard addict. Addictions could be anything. It could be food, it could be porn, it could be overspending. The Queen of Elfame, magic and beauty. So again, we have this energy here of this darkness behind her, and it's interesting because that's very similar to exactly what I was seeing earlier when I said there's like this energy of darkness behind you, this void energy. It's like a black hole. We have this being here, and this being here, the Queen of Elfame, I'm getting angelic energy. Not only, okay, for some of you, I feel like this is angelic energy, like angels. For some of you, I feel like this is Nephilim, or also like fallen angels or something. I heard Lucifer for some of you. And then I heard Archangel Michael, which is interesting. Weren't they brothers or something? It's also interesting because she's holding a mirror and a crystal ball. So I'm definitely seeing here, for those of you who are practitioners of any spiritual practice, really delve deeper into your divinatory methods. Practice more of divination. Your spirit guides, your angels, your demons, your ancestors, etc. want to work with you and bring you new messages if you're open and receptive to them. But you have to put the time and the effort and give them space to be able to come through. And with the mirror, it's reiterating this energy of going within and looking in the mirror and working on different things. There's another bunny here making me think of fertility, and you know, with the Restless Tarot, there's a lot of like, I mean, the back of this deck is like sperm literally swimming into the void. So I got fucking chills. Yo, I got fucking chills. As soon as I said into the void, I looked down and it's literally the void card in reverse. So interesting. Wow. Okay. Ooh. Number 10, void. Again, this is about cycles too. Okay. Damn. Wow. Let's take a moment to reflect on this card. What is it that you see when you gaze upon this card? What is it that comes to your mind when you reflect upon it? What energy does it give to you? What message does it have for you? use your intuition. There's a message here for somebody in particular that you will pick up intuitively that I will not mention, because there's different people that are going to be watching this reading, and I feel like this void card really wants to speak directly to some. I just saw 11001. This card wants to speak directly to somebody here in the audience today. And then I saw 11011. Interesting, okay? The void is not evil. Nothingness is not evil. And it's interesting because, don't they say we come from the void? And all of these beings, there's like these spirits. You see, this is like one spirit, another spirit, another one. You can see their faces. They're coming and they're emanating from this void. And I'm getting, for somebody specific, this may be in regards to somebody who's addicted to coming, if you know what I mean. So this is in regards to, what are they called? Unborn children. I saw 11111. And then I just realized, like, I flipped it around. All the sperm going into this nothingness, this void. It's like the sperm are going into the void. The spirits are coming out. If you have been wanting to do research on those like unborn children spirits or something like that, then this may be a message for you, especially if you're somebody who really likes to do things with yourself often. That's a message for somebody specific, but I'm going to go ahead and move forward. We have cloak, camouflage. We were talking about coming into alignment and the void. We know ourselves better. We understand. I saw 1, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3 is like the full card energy to me. It's about taking the first steps, doing what you have to do, moving forward. And we have this figure 8 here, and earlier we saw 888, remember? There's a raven, a fox, a waterfall. I saw koi fish in my mind, like swimming up a stream. This is number 13. I'm getting death card energy. Again, sex, death, rebirth, Scorpio energy. Insight, interesting. I just pulled this one. I just looked up 11303. So, crystal ball, this entity, this being here has a crystal ball. I saw 11312. Again, 123 energy. Find balance within yourself. Realize what is around you. Be grateful for the life lessons that you have. Don't be stubborn. Open up. Be mindful. Be aware of your thoughts and your actions and your words. Don't be cunning in a way that will hurt people around you or take from the innocent. Be cunning in situations where you need to get yourself out of tricky situations with people that are harmful or something. Okay. Some of you may be the type to scry at the clouds, looking into the clouds, doing like cloud divination, seeing different shapes. Whatever shapes it is that you see within the clouds, look it up, keep a journal, write about it, reflect on it, okay? Or within water too, if you're scrying and you're using water, or candle wax in water or something like that here. If you're outside and it's a very breezy day and you hear the leaves rustling and you see like the grass moving, scry on that, reflect upon that, listen to the voice of the wind. I just heard that song from Pocahontas when she sang painting all the colors of the wind or something like that. So I got this Pocahontas energy. For somebody extremely specific, I feel like somebody calls you Pocahontas. I'm seeing number 18 poke out from like all these cards. So again, I'm getting cycles, but also 9, 1 and 8 make 9, which is about getting close to an end of a cycle. Okay. Crystal ball, realize that you have, oh no way. Okay. Realize that your intuition is growing, that you're growing strong. You may be connecting with divine feminine energy. Interesting because we have the solar and solar symbol here as well. I'm feeling triple goddess energy. I'm getting Venus energy. I heard Lucifer again. Horned god energy. Lilith energy, Hecate energy with the owl, Athena. So spider patterns. This is interesting too. Okay. Be mindful of your patterns. I'm not going to speak much on this because a lot of this reading was already about patterns, ancestral patterns, personal patterns within ourselves and different things like that. If an opportunity comes flying your way and gets caught on your web, pounce on it. Be mindful about it though. Okay, so I'm getting make smart moves towards that opportunity. Pounce with a plan. Don't just pounce with no idea whatsoever, because then you might shoot yourself in the foot. You might be underprepared for a situation. So have some kind of have a preparation. Plan ahead, okay? But don't stress out. And again, this is a lot about cycles. So I'm getting, in order for you to have the new possibilities and new opportunities that you're trying to have for yourself, you really need to clear out. I heard clear out the energy, clear out the clutter, clear out your space within and without of yourself. As within, so without, as above, so below. So this last card here is number 14, the High Priest, Guardian. I feel like this is your spirit guides really trying to connect with you, letting you know. Okay, actually, I was about to put it on top of this camouflage card, but what I'm seeing with this camouflage and the High Priest is maybe you know somebody, or there's an energy around you that is maybe an embodiment of a god or goddess energy, or maybe they work very closely with this energy, and this energy speaks through them to you, and they're using kind of a cloak of camouflage because they're trying to see if you'll pick up that it's them speaking through this person for somebody specific. There's an Ankh here, so again I'm getting feminine energy, but I'm also getting the key to life. The sun, solar energy, wisdom. I'm seeing a snake. So it's very interesting to get this energy. Again, I'm feeling like Lucifer energy or something here. A Baphomet energy, serpent. Maybe somebody specific works with Ankhs or has been wanting to connect with Egyptian energies or understand more about the Egyptian pantheon or something. But I also saw Babylon, like in my head. I saw the word like Babylon, and I see the sigil in my head. There may be a message there for you about that, for somebody. I see feathers in regards messages. So for some of you, when you see feathers, you feel connected and you feel it is a message from your spirit guides. It is, I feel like some of you collect feathers and they like to gift you pretty feathers. For somebody, there's something here about amber. Work with amber, amethyst, carnelian, citrine. What else? Lapis lazuli, garnet or ruby, sulfur. Sodalite, perhaps. I heard black tourmaline. Interesting. I just picked up this card and saw this one, and then this one, and this one, and we are ending here on this one again. Underneath that is the lady embodiment. I'll just show you the card. Take what you feel from this. Again, feminine energy, magician energy, balance energy. Okay. Whew. All right, so we're almost at the end here. This wizard energy, again, there's a lot here about cycles, about magician energy, about being strong within yourself. The trident symbolized power. I heard this is going to be very specific for somebody. It's not going to jive with everybody, but I heard like somebody works with Satan or is a Satanist or interested in looking into that. For those of you who've never read the Satanic Bible or who have never really done like adequate enough research on that but are interested, I'd highly recommend to do so. If you're the type to see it as this evil thing, I'd highly recommend you to do your own research and realize the truth of what it really is. It seeks to help us become better versions of ourselves. Okay, I'm seeing a unicorn here. You are very special. There's something about your energy that's very special, and it lights people up no matter what energies you work with, whether they're light or they're dark energies. You light people up. You're kind of like when people are having a bad day and they see you, like for a moment they just completely forget everything. Your energy is a light source to people. And interestingly enough, because we do also have the protection here, which I feel like definitely has to do here, letting you know to, again, keep your barriers up against people that are trying to use you, manipulate you, or take you for granted. They're trying to sap your light dry. I heard energy vampire. If you don't know what that is, look into it, okay? You're protected, you're powerful, and you are a master manifester. This is spiritual impeccability. So again, this is saying that you are a master manifester. Holy stone, number 24, protection. I heard hag stone, fairy stone. There's angels. I heard like angels and demons. I'm hearing balance here. And then I heard cycles again. Spirits. Some of you are mediums, psychic mediums. Maybe you don't realize it yet. Maybe your abilities are developing over time, and they're going to start opening more and more if you start to see people, spirits, shadows, light beings, orbs, or anything of the sort, don't be afraid. Just understand that you are coming into more alignment with your spiritual power. Don't be afraid. Protect yourself, but also know that you are protected. Be mindful, but be open to. So be smart about it, okay? But don't be afraid to where you don't connect at all. You may have the ability to really help people and to help even spirits of people pass and have more peace in their afterlife. I heard some of you are like the incarnation of an angel and a demon together. And what I mean by that is like you have the balance of light and dark within you, of feminine and masculine within you. Okay. And this card here is number 41, Book of Shadows Experience. Know that your experiences are what is helping you become more enlightened. I'm seeing Baphomet energy. Maybe you've been wanting to do fire scrying, candle gazing, I should say. Fire scrying, candle gazing is the same thing. But so if you've been wanting to do a Book of Shadows, if you haven't in a while, excuse me, there's something here about reconnecting with that and writing what it is that you're seeing. If you see a spirit or a shadow, write about it. Write what was it that came to your mind? How did it make you feel? What does it make you think when you reflect upon that energy that you saw or something? Okay. Not all shadows seek to cause harm, is what I'm getting. Some shadows are just curious. That was kind of like a creepy message, but I'm feeling this energy of like a shadow. And I'm sorry this may be kind of triggering or like freak somebody out, but I'm getting an energy of a shadow watching you while you sleep. Be careful. Again, like if you feel any kind of negative energy, if you feel like it's just because an energy is heavy, I don't believe means that it's inherently like evil or something. You have to really go with how you feel, but also learn to decipher whether it's just your fear, your mind being paranoid, or if it's actually an entity that's bringing upon that emotion to you, because there's something to be afraid of. Okay. There's something here about roses. I'm getting, some of you may have a past loved one that is communicating with you or watching you while you sleep. You may see a shadow or kind of see like an orb or see something and you get freaked out, and it might be like a relative or somebody that you love. I'm getting for like one particular person, this may be a past spouse, a past child or family member, a past best friend. Okay, this is very interesting. I'm getting some of you are getting replays of memories. Like you may be in the same home that you grew up in and you see something and you kind of get like a deja vu sense, like a feeling. I got chills. And it's kind of like your past playing out in front of you for you to, there's some key information there about that memory. I feel like it's very specific. If you need to do a cleansing in your home, open up the window and let the energy out. If you do a cleansing in your home and your energy, your windows and your doors are closed, like that energy is going to stay in there. It has nowhere to go. Okay. Also, I'm kind of seeing like, ooh, this is creepy. Be careful around your home. There may be real, tangible human beings that are kind of scoping out your house. This is disturbing, but I'm getting like peeping Tom energy. I'm getting like potential burglary energy. I'm getting like a really like negative type of energy in that. Okay, protect your home. If you have cameras, make sure they're facing in directions that are going to actually catch something or somebody. If you have been thinking about investing in cameras or some kind of alarm for your home or something, do so. But I'm getting beware windows. Ooh. Oh, that's just really creepy. If you always have your window open, make sure it's locked. Okay. And try to close it more often when you're not in your room or something like that. Or when you're going to sleep, if you're on the ground level in particular. Or if there's any way for somebody to climb up your to your window. Oh, that's disturbing. I don't want to end on that. Let's end on something else. Okay. Okay. So this is the Kill Star deck. When I pulled it, there was this Gremory card. The Empress, which is interesting because the Empress came out. There was another reading that I did that this entity came out, and it was giving me like a creepy vibe that day. And right now, after mentioning this about the home, about intrusion, about like something like that, I'm getting this energy to be aware. Okay. However, this is the Empress card. So I feel like another message coming through in regards to this Empress energy. Oh. Be compassionate with yourself. You may be harming yourself without realizing it with your mentality, with your negative habits, with different things like that. You are harming yourself. Sometimes you may be feeling a negative energy around you and not realize that your energy is so powerful that I don't know. Okay. I'm getting this for a specific person. I don't know if this is actually like what's going on, but what I'm seeing here is that you may be in such a negative energy and such a powerful manifester that you're creating your own demons in a way, or demons. I saw 133, 32 turn to 33. You're creating your own demons, for example. So the energies that you may be feeling around you that are negative may be your own. Okay. Okay. So this Gremory card, this entity is number 56. It says, procures the love of women of any age, tells where treasures are hidden, tells of past, present, and future. And what I'm seeing that with that in particular, with this tells where treasures are hidden, is like you're looking for the answers externally, or even trying to communicate with energies, gods, goddesses, angels, demons, to help guide you. Okay, I saw the Six of Wands earlier and I'm seeing it again. To guide you, but they may not be coming through because they're trying to teach you how to be more self-sufficient. No way. The 9 of fucking cups, and I literally was just saying self-sufficient. 9 of cups is about self-sufficiency. It's about having emotional stability and a good emotional understanding of yourself and how to work with that. In this deck, I'm seeing meditation, I'm seeing ritual, I'm seeing music, I'm seeing dancing, I'm seeing I heard coven. I feel like that's an extremely specific message. Maybe somebody's in a coven or something. I heard coven party. I heard Halloween. The 3 of Swords. Some of you are still healing from heartbreak. 4 of Wands in reverse. Perhaps this may have been a relationship that didn't end up coming into fruition like you guys had talked about. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is again about like ending cycles. We have Ouroboros energy here. We have Trident energy, which we mentioned earlier. Lots of balance. Number 10. An end to a cycle. Page of Wands. Move forward and strive towards your passions, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. I'm going to pull one more card from somewhere. Okay, you told me that one, but these are 2 decks, not one. So I guess I'll pull 1 and 1. It's the longest reading. This deck I believe is called the Dark Mirror. The other one I don't remember how to pronounce it. Whoa, whoa. Anger and chains. And underneath we have blinded to pain, number 13, death energy as well. I heard Beelzebub for somebody specific. I heard X marks the spot and treasure. The treasure is your heart. Follow through with what it is that you love. Okay. So anger and chains. Some of you have been chained by your own anger, by your own frustrations, have been keeping you stuck and stagnant. This correlates to the 8 of Swords in reverse. It's saying get yourself out of these chains. There's a lion here, so it's like strength card energy saying that you're stronger than you realize, but you have to start realizing it. Better now, better late than never, but better now than later. We have the thinker, the father of knowledge, instruction, and reinvention. So for some of you, this is about reinventing yourself and really thinking and strategizing to a plan ahead as to where it is that you are trying to go in your life. I heard ancient Greece. For somebody, maybe you work with the Greek pantheon. We have the Exile, Forsaken Soldier, Strategy, Failure, and Trauma. And this is the last card I'm going to end on. Oh. I'll show you this one though. Abraham, Justice of Pandemonium, Justice, Truth, and Duty. This is about finding balance. And I see here, is it, I don't remember what it's called, the heptagram? I don't know. It's a 6-pointed star. Right there, I don't think you'll see it. I don't remember. That symbol may be significant to somebody in particular. Okay. Strategy, failure, trauma. This is about facing your traumas. The only person that really exiles you is yourself. If other people do, you still have other opportunities. You could still go other places. You can still explore and evolve and transform, unless you exile yourself to the point where you give up. Okay, so this is saying don't allow the trauma to make you stagnant, which makes you feel like you're a failure. You're not a failure. It's like the most successful people in life have failed so many times, and they don't get butthurt about it because they realize failing is a part of success. It takes effort. For example, an artist will have to learn how to draw, whether they're self-taught or they are taught in a class. They have to learn how to do that, and at first they're not going to like their artwork. At first the musician isn't going to like what they create. At first somebody may not like what they're creating, but in the grand scheme of things, you keep putting the effort, the time, the energy, and you'll get there. Don't be disillusioned by the current circumstances around you. Know that there's a lot more for you in the future, but you have to continue towards it, okay? Damn. I'm gonna ring this bell. Alrighty, so I'm gonna end the reading here. If you enjoyed it, if it resonated with you or something, feel free to consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. It really does help my channel. Please consider checking out my other content on other media platforms and different things like that. I really do appreciate it. I'm not the most social in online but I really do want to get into creating more different types of content for you guys, and I hope that you guys will enjoy it. Stay tuned. I have some unboxings that I have to edit and post, which I've been talking about for a while, but a lot of shit's been going on. And then I have something else that I will be unboxing soon, so I gotta get on that. And then potentially something else in the future. So stay tuned if you're interested. Thank you so much for being here. I really, truly, deeply appreciate each and every single one of you, and I really hope to see you guys in the next one. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or suggestions for videos or anything like that, then please feel free to leave a comment. And I'm curious if anybody would be interested in live readings or live interactive videos. I have thought about doing live readings. I've thought about doing dress up videos, dress me up kind of thing. I love watching stuff like that, and I think it would be fun. So let me know what you guys think if you're interested in live things. I think I would be more interactive in a more direct context instead of like online and stuff, even though it would be online. I think you get what I'm saying. 14441. But yeah, again, thank you so much. I love you guys, and I hope to see you next one. Take care, and I wish you all the very best. Bye.